A long, long time ago, in a far, far away place called Blackistan, there were wars, and these conflicts were called the Blackistan Wars. And throughout these wars, there arose a man of royal lineage, and his name was BenjaminDeSouza. He brought forth a sword that will shine light in darkness, free the captive minds, and bring truth and justice. His eyes glimmered like ember. His skin was like fine burnished steel. And as he walked, behind him he left a glistening wake. This is the story of BenjaminDeSouza, the Prince and the Warlord. Yo, what's happening? It's BenjaminDeSouza here, the Prince, back with another classic. And I would like to throw my hat in the ring and give my 2 cents about this Will and Jada debacle and whatnot. First, I would like to say that everybody knows that they had an open relationship, and everybody knows that they're in Hollywood. And many of people have speculated that a lot of weird stuff goes on in Hollywood. So we really don't know the dynamics behind their relationship. And what I seen in Will Smith's face on the interview, I gotta take it with a grain of salt because he is a trained actor, and he's been acting since he was a teenager, basically. So for the past 3.5, 4 decades, he's been acting. So I myself, not to be too tinfoil hat, not to be too much of a tinfoil hatter, but I believe that this was a concerted effort to socially re-engineer society to accept for men to accept those type of behaviors, and for women to exalt themselves in that manner, as a sex goddess, to where allegedly her pussy's so good that she can go off and have a side dude, get the side dude sprung, and then when her husband finds out, her husband's heartbroken, but he stays with her. To me, how I view it, it's just it's nothing different than how Hollywood tries to promote other, how you say, fringe aspects of society that's not I wouldn't necessarily say not normal, but I will say that it's not traditional, if you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to watch my language here. So in that same manner that they promote those type of lifestyles, in this same manner, I think that this is a way to promote that type of lifestyle. I forgot what it's called. I learned this shit in anthropology class, but like you got polygamy, and then it's like another term when the woman has more than one consort. I forgot what it's called. I mean, you guys can look that shit up. But anyway, and my main concern with that is how the women are going to view this going forward. Because I know a lot of women like to say that they're unique and that they're special and they're one of a kind, but in actuality, they're not. They are the most hive-minded followers, non-independent thinking beings on the planet. It's funny, for so long that they said that they were strong and independent, but the way that they've been thinking over the past 40 years has not been. I haven't seen an independent. I've rarely seen an independent thought from these women. You know what I'm saying? So, like for instance, just watch on IG when you see these females take a picture and whatnot on IG. Look, you know how they do the little foot deal where they kind of like hike up and put one foot on their toes and kind of bow their leg in, kind of pigeon toe type. You know the stance, the thought stance with the one foot kind of hiked up or whatever. All these bitches do that shit, bruh. All of them. They all say period. They all make the same hand gestures. They all make the same neck gesticulations. They all speak in the same how you say cadence and whatnot. They all do the same shit. So observing that, one would have to conclude that this very well may become a trend in the black community. Not only the black community, but this was a program. I believe this was a program that was directed at society as a whole, but they used a black couple as the conduit to introduce it to the society. So obviously, since Will and Jada resonate more with black people, it's gonna hit us first. But eventually that shit's gonna seep its way out into the white community, Latino, maybe even the Asians or whomever, you know. So I believe that this, brothers, be mindful. Do not marvel. Do not marvel. If you're rocking with a shorty, you know, you think she's solid and shit, and then you find out that she's been caught up in an entanglement. Don't marvel. And she's sitting there with the same entitlement as Jada Pinkett Smith had about, well, I didn't feel, it was so long since I felt good, and you know, I needed you to love me better. And don't marvel when you catch her ass in an entanglement and she try to hit you with that same bullshit lines that Jada tried to feed Will. Do not marvel, because I believe that this is some shit going forward. You know, it's gonna make me walk a little bit more circumspectly as it pertains to the dating scene here in the West, you know. And also, the reason why, well, one of the reasons why I don't believe that this was genuine, I do believe that it was a program or whatever. Check out the brother Chronicles of Judah 144. He goes in depth on a lot of the things that go on in Hollywood and whatnot. So talk to that brother, or go, listen to his content and whatnot, and come to your own conclusion. But yeah, that's all I got. Fellas, watch out. Watch your girl, man. She might try to slide an entanglement on you and try to make you take that shit. Take that. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Get up on that.